know, you don't have to be psychic, or you don't need me to tell you there's a lot of loose garbage floating around in the world today. The seas, the land, the air, all of it, the earth. What people don't stop to think about is that there's also a lot of loose garbage floating around in terms of spiritual energies. Ghosts, if you will, spirits, entity attachments. And it's not all about, oh my God, the exorcist demonic possession and spitting up green goo. It's really a lot more subtle and a lot more simple than that. It's more like we're living in a world that's full of cobwebs. So as we walk through this world, we get cobwebs on us. Of course now, a lot of people will say, I don't believe in cobwebs, in which case they are not going away. But one might even say, well, I don't know if I believe in this stuff or not, but just for fun, I think I'll take a bath and address the problem. You don't even have to say, there I have a belief system in it. Just address the problem, and lots of times it helps. And curiously enough, in the old days, many years ago, in primitive societies, all disease was thought to be the result of evil spirits. And the shaman, or medicine man of the tribe, was the one who would drive out the evil spirits. We see it differently today. Most of the exorcistic healing work I do is really not what I call heavyweight negatives, not really evil spirits or demons or what have you, but usually it's just little lost souls that died, did not finish their journey to the light, maybe because they're scared, they're afraid they'll be treated harshly, they're afraid they've behaved badly and will be punished. So they hop onto a living person to live vicariously through someone else and put off this day of reckoning that they're afraid of. There's a wonderful book, it's out of date now, it's at least 20 years old. It's called The Unquiet Dead. The author is Dr. Edith Fiore, F-I-O-R-E, a psychologist. And even though the book is out of date, it has so much good information in it that I continue to recommend it to people. It talks about spirit attachment. I think there's a William Ballard, a Dr. Ballard also, who wrote about spirit attachment, and you can find literature on it out there. But what I have found is that if we don't address the problem with someone who needs healing, that if there are spirit attachments present, they can interfere with the healing. So I try to clear the spirit attachments. And as an exorcist, I am an exorcist in the Christian Churches of St. Thomas in America healing minister tradition of exorcism, and also in a broad variety of traditions, because I've been doing this work for more than 20 years. So, if you have 0 spirit attachments, that would make you very unusual, because most people have some. It's okay if I start seeing what's available and pulling some things off, okay? All right. So I reach out to any attachments who are present, and I say, dear ones, we welcome you in love and light. You are healed and forgiven, redeemed, restored. You are not now, nor were you ever truly a part of darkness. You are filled with your own higher consciousness, your light self. You are filled and surrounded by the light of the universe, filled and surrounded by the love of the universe. Go in peace, go in peace, go in peace. Now that is a very basic, simple exorcistic release. Releasing entity attachments is like peeling off the layers of the onion. You start with what's most obvious, what's easiest, and you start peeling them off, and then you see what's underneath. So we did a basic invitation, welcome dear ones in love and light. And we know that there are some entity attachments who took off because you could feel it, okay? And I could feel it. So now we go to the next level, and we look at the ones who aren't going to be that easy, not quite as easy. And I reach out and I say to them, I see you. I know who you are. I know what you have done. And I say to you, as exactly as I have said to the others, welcome dear one, in love and light. You are healed, forgiven, redeemed, and restored. You will not be treated harshly. You have nothing to fear. The light doesn't hurt. You will be cared for, comforted, and loved. There are those who have been called through the ages fallen angels. They did not fall, they volunteered to do a tough job, which was to play the role of villain on stage, to make the play more interesting. They have waited a long time for the play to end, and now the play is ending. And I say to them, my dear brothers and sisters, remember your own light. These are the words you have waited to hear. It is the age of completion. It is the age of completion. It is the age of completion. The promise is kept. Come now, home into the light. You will be comforted and cared for, guided and loved. There is no need to fear. Come into the light. Welcome, welcome. I often ask at that point if there is what we call an entanglement. There's at least one dark being who's been with you a very long time, not the one we spoke of earlier. And this is very common. But he's been with you so long that his energy is tangled up with yours. So we ask him now, for I do feel we have understanding. Do you feel the relief, the release, something shifting? Okay?
Yeah.
So I say to him, withdraw your energy from Kathy's body, from the toenails and the toes, from the fingernails and fingers, from the hands and feet, from the hair, what there is left of it, from the scalp, from the teeth, from the internal organs, from the muscles, from the skeletal system, from every part of Kathy's body. Come, disentangle, disentangle, disentangle. We will bring you safe passage into the light. We bring you safe passage. And Kathy, don't be afraid that you hear my voice change, because quite often there will be a little channeling in this. We are Michael, Archangel of the Light. Come now, friend and brother. You have lived with this woman so long. You have fought against her so hard. It should be a great relief to you both to part company, for she has never given you full rein for your dark mischief. And neither have you given her full comfort of her own light. It is the age of completion. Come now, come now. We will help you home. We will help you home. Kathy, deep breath, very deep, very deep. Deep, deep, that's it, that's it. I'm going to step forward and I'm going to push against your chest to get all out. Exhale hard. That's it, hard, hard, all the way out. Yes, good, good. Breathe, yes, breathe naturally again. Breathe, good, very good, very good. And this gives me the opportunity to mention that very often when we're doing exorcistic work, the phone will ring, or the doorbell will ring, or someone will knock, or something will happen, because it's just a way of negative energy to try to interfere. No problem. We just ignore it. Okay.